Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rebels TV once again at the 8th time for season 2016, focusing on everything North Ballarat Rebels in the TAC Cup competition. Sean Kelly's my name. Joining me as always, my co-host, AFL Victoria Talent Manager Phil Partington. Parto, welcome back, mate.
Okay, Sean, yeah, what a great weekend for the Rebels. 3 in a row, which is really pleasing for us.
Yeah, going very nicely at the moment, as you just said, the third win on the trot, taking on the Oakleigh Chargers, and a 39-point win here at Eureka Stadium on Saturday last week. Yeah,
good effort to win by 37, 38 points where it was in sort of trying conditions as well. We're really pleased with, and Aidan Dominic playing his first TAC Cup game as a 23rd player. We had some good performances all over the ground. Big Tex must have been the inside 60 last week. He played a really good game as well. We had consistent performers all around the whole ground. It was pleasing to see.
One of the things I've noticed in the last couple of weeks is that when we've scored early, it's really set us up. And we scored the first 2 goals in every quarter on the weekend. And that really gave us that little bit of ascendancy to keep going with the game. And look, really, the Oakleigh Chargers weren't far away. It was only less than 3 goals at 3-quarter time. And then the boys put the game on ice with a 5-goal one last quarter.
Yeah, I think scoreboard pressure any time, Sean, in a game puts a lot of pressure on the opposition team. So we certainly did that. And certainly that last quarter, I think Leo Bello, fitness staff, have done a fantastic job with conditioning of our boys. And, the one thing we've been emphasising to our boys is, play the quarter out. The red time's pretty important. And if we can really push a team the last 5 minutes of a quarter, it's better for us, and we'll get the results.
Yeah, going very nicely at the moment. As you mentioned before, big Tex, Jarrod Korewha. Fantastic game on the weekend, probably his best game of the season. And as we'll see on the screen at the moment, even snuck forward and managed to kick a goal early in the 3rd quarter, and a fair little bit of a celebration from the big fella too.
Oh, good celebration by Tex, but I just thought the actual enthusiasm by the team to get round one of our backline players that kicked the goal was really pleasing. And that shows the team's really gelling. And country teams, we do gel a bit later than the other Metro boys because we don't train all the time together. The first 3 weeks, the boys probably learning each other's names a bit too. So to see the boys really gelling now and get 3 in a row is really encouraging for our program.
Yeah, it is indeed. We mentioned Jarrod Korewha. He was our Mars player of the day from the weekend after a fantastic game, and on the eve of his 18th birthday as well. The big fella was a bit excited.
No, he was, yes. Legal age, big Tex, and he's an outstanding character in our footy club, and comes across a bit shy occasionally in a group sort of environment, but getting one-on-one, he's a really fantastic young fella, and plenty of personality to give.
He is indeed, which you're going to find out when we get him one-on-one. Right now is our Mars player of the day from round 6. Here we are with our Mars player of the day for round 5, Jarrod Korewha. Tex, congratulations, mate. Really, really good win. The season back on track now.
Yeah, cheers, Shawnee. It was good for us to get 3 in a row on our home deck. So yeah, it's good to get our season back on track.
Your game over the last couple of weeks has been really working yourself back into the footy after your time with the academy as well, and really controlling things off half back.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Been able to settle into a defensive role. So yeah, it's good just to get some consistency and whatnot and build on performance, so it's been good.
You've managed to put yourself on the scoreboard today as well, mate. Talk us through it, because it seemed like you got to about 45 out and forgot what to do.
Yeah, haven't been forward for a long time, but it's good to kick a snag. Me and Haskell set up a pretty good celebration afterwards. So.
Can you tell me that was a celebration you set up during the week as well, so you kind of preempted things?
Yeah, I just said if I get a chance to kick a sausage, we got to do something back 6, so we just set that up, and Good to pull through with that.
Next week against the Northern Knights now up at Preston City Oval. Really good chance to get on the other side of the ledger and just keep rolling.
Yeah. So we're going all right. So I think it'll be an important game next week, and hopefully we keep going.
And by that time, mate, you'll be legal. On behalf of the Rebels, happy birthday for Sunday this week as well, mate. Try not to go too overboard with the celebration.
Yeah. Cheers, Shawnee. 18 tomorrow. So it's good.
Oh, Tex, congratulations, mate. Happy birthday, and well done on the win in your game today.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Jarrod Korewha, our Mars player of the day from round 6 against the Oakleigh Chargers. A little bit excited about turning 18 too, the big fella, it's fair to say.
It's very much so. It's a big occasion for any young lad, Sean, turning 18, and you've had a good 18th birthday party when you were a young fella.
I did. I can't remember the next day, and it was, a very, very big day. Thankfully, I was at the end of the year, so it didn't interrupt footy season at all. Time to go inside 60 now, Parto, thanks to Bluegum Clothing, the most popular segment of the week each week. And this week, It's one of Tex's good mates, actually, from St Pat's College, Tommy Williamson, the boy from Ararat, who's had a fantastic start to the season.
Well, Tom has had a fantastic start of the season. He's still in the Vic Country squad going around at the moment. Very popular boy amongst our team. He's in the leadership group as well. So I think last week Tex might have had a little crack at him last week.
He did have a little go.
Hopefully the return serve's going to be quite good from Tom. We'll wait to see.
We will indeed. He was told that he looked a bit too much like Hercules thinks he's Hercules last week, so be interested to see how he comes back with this one as we go inside 60 for Bluegum Clothing with Tom Williamson.
Willa. Probably the halfback, mate. I think Adam Shaw. Ararat footy club. Stats. Sam White. Probably Jarrod Korewha. Definitely Jake McLean. He's just a rat, as been said before. Winning the under-14 flag. Daniel Mendes from Ararat. Would be Tom Mills.
Tom Williamson on inside 64, Bluegum Clothing. I actually thought Willa was quite reserved on that one there. Didn't go as hard as I thought he might have.
Yeah, he's usually good on the lip as well. He's likes giving a little backhander to his teammates occasionally and gets a bit sooky when it comes back the other way. So
he does.
He likes the mirror, we all know that.
Yeah, the hair goes very curly when it's wet as well, he was telling me.
Yeah,
so
he's one of those top soft boys around the changing room. So,
very much.
Willow, improve yourself, mate. Next time we get you up.
He had a bit of a live audience on the day as well, so I think that shied him up a little bit. The big Texan was in the room. I think Brooke Brown was in the room with the phone, kind of recording it as well to send around to the boys. So a little bit camera shy, Willa. I think you need to lift your game next time around.
Yes, certainly.
Speaking of lifting the game, that's exactly what the Rebels will be looking to do this weekend. Round 7 this weekend. Interestingly, going online at the moment, as time of filming, it may change by the time we get this out there, but it defaults to round 8 on the Fox Sports Pulse website. So you have to go back and look in round 7, which was changed because the team that we played on the weekend, the Oakleigh Chargers, actually played on the weekend where it was the development round. So they put round 7 back there. So you might just have to go in and search for it. Or you can just take what we're going to say now and head to the Preston City Oval, the Kramer Street Oval, home of the old Bull Ants, on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock PM. And might just take on the Northern Knights in what's going to be a pretty good game of footy, I think, Parto. The Knights got a bit of a touch-up last week, so their pride will say that they're going to come out pretty hard this week. They want to start rising up the ladder, so even though the ladder positions say that the Rebels should start as favourites, it's definitely not the case, and the boys are going to be in for a bit of a day.
No, it's always a hard ground to play at Preston, and coming off a bad loss last week, I know the Knights are very... They've got a very good culture and very much of a pride of their program, so they're going to come out all guns firing. And if we're not into our game fully, we might be in trouble. So I dare say Fitzy during the week's going to be really handing the boys about 4-quarter effort to the red time and things like that, just get the boys up and going. So look, we might have a few little injuries as well from the weekend, so interesting who comes to the team and plays well.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one thing I'm going to touch on. I suppose as time of filming, we're filming very early in the week, so we're not sure on the injury progress of some boys, but we did have 3 players that didn't see the game out on the weekend. We lost Jarrod Berry with a shoulder and Charlie Lee with a knee before quarter time, and then Jake McQueen later on in the game as well. So those 3 boys will undergo the rehab process during the week and hopefully get up to the line.
Well, those 3 boys are very professional and straight away doing the rehab, so hopefully they continue that, and we'll assess them on Thursday and throughout the week to see where they're at. If there's any doubt or anything like that, they won't be playing. So these boys' health and is more important than a game of footy, so we can make sure they're right and hopefully playing well in the future.
And I suppose the good thing is that there's players that aren't in the side at the moment that are really pushing for selection. We saw Nick Horsburgh go back to local footy last week and make a bit of an impact. Joe Dodd played his first senior game in the Ballarat Footy League on the weekend and was pretty good from all reports. Mark Gaddick kicked 3 goals for South Warrnambool on the weekend in the seniors. There's a lot of boys that are really going back to local footy and pressing their claims for a spot too.
And that's what we want to see, the boys to go back and play good footy. If they're in the Rebels program, we hopefully playing good footy back at the local level. So the boys are getting their match reports back into Fitzy early this week, and we're going to see where they're at. And when we sit down on Tuesday night for team selection and then final selection on Thursday night, we'll know where we are and hopefully become a really competitive team against the Northern Knights on Saturday.
Yeah, so watch this space on Thursday night for the latest on team selection for the North Ballarat Rebels. Parto, that's all the time we've got for this week, mate. Thanks for joining us once again.
No worries, mate, anytime.
And don't forget, thanks to our fantastic naming rights partners, McDonald's Ballarat. Get around their fan feed box at the moment, only $10.95, and it's an absolute feast in there for anybody. Thanks for joining us once again on Rebels TV for another week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
See you later.